Bitch.
You bitch. Oh my god.
What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole. Dude, that's fucked up. Oh no.
Oh,
This
man.
is gonna
We're
be
already laughing.
It's gonna be a nightmare for a multitude of reasons tonight.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. So fun. So fun.
So fun. Let's see here. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wow. It's hope you had a nice Valentine's Day. If you celebrate that kind of thing.
Sure. I hope you at least got yourself some candies or something.
Yeah, some little treats.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like just hanging out. Had a good weekend. I don't know. I hope you're good.
I feel like we're fully in the year now. So like I hope things are going well. You know what I mean? Like it still feels like it's the new year, but we've blown way past that.
Yeah, I will say I am so I say this a lot, but like I'm just continually so grateful that I live in a mild climate, because
I know
February is such a brutal month, just in general. And I mean, it's lucky that it's a short month, but like I was talking with some friends who, my DC and New York friends, and they're like, well, we all like lived in DC. Like it's my girlfriend's group chat. We all lived in DC for a time, and now some of them live in New York, and one of them lives in Boston, one of them lives in Virginia. Anyway, my friend in Boston was saying that her heating bill was $700.
Oh, because it's been frigid.
Yeah, it's like insane and awful and cold there, and they had that like crazy snowstorm.
Yeah.
And I just like, I don't understand, like, how do people like survive? Like,
I mean, people
you
that
don't
can't
just
afford
have $700 lying around. Yeah, like what the fuck, man?
Yeah. People who can't afford that are fucking maybe blankets and like a lot of like layers of clothes. Like I don't know.
She said they keep their house like super cold too, and I was like, bitch.
Oh my god.
I would move.
I was gonna say like check your insulation and shit, because there might be something wrong. There's obviously a draft coming from somewhere.
Yeah,
it's sucking all the
bitch, get
warm
some
air.
new windows or something.
Yeah.
It's like the amount of money that you'd save for one window alone.
I know. Seriously. Like a double paned, like temperature, whatever window. I don't know.
Yeah.
We were talking about how our energy bill has been like way higher than it normally is, just in general. But then we remembered, oh yeah, because we're home all the time. We haven't really thought about like, oh yeah, we're home all the time, so our energy bill keeps. We used to get like all those good credit from Nest, like
like you didn't turn on your thermostat the entire month of April.
You're better than all your neighbors. They are using too much energy, and you're a perfect little angel. But no, we're not angels. Pete's like, we're doing bad. I'm like, well, we're here. Maybe people have started going out again, like working down the home. Like people might not be home all day, so. But we are. Yep. We certainly are.
Yeah, I know. That's same here. We're always home and running the heater when it's like 50 degrees outside, and we're like, oh my god, it's so cold. But it's now it is like
warm,
80 degrees outside.
We're having a heat wave. We really
are. I feel real bad about, if you're living on the East Coast and you're dealing with or just literally anywhere that's not
here
a mild climate. Yeah,
but also it's like
sucks.
Do you like also it's a trade-off, because it's like, do you ever think you'll chafe in February? No, but you might. You know what I mean? Like, so not everybody has it good, okay?
Do you think you'll have back sweat and an underboob sweat from sitting just upstairs in your house?
My arm was sweating earlier while I was eating my vegan chicken and dumplings, because it was hot.
Bitch.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm sweating, and I'm just like,
that's not an 80-degree weather food.
I know, but it's what we had from the purple carrot box this week, so go figure. It was very tasty.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
it sounds good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
well, it's a trade-off, and yeah, that's what's happening here.
Yeah. Do you have any biz?
I think just send us your listener
Oh,
stories for our
yeah.
5-year anniversary.
Yes,
We are still
please.
taking those. Please, please, please send those. Oh my God.
I feel like today's episode is gonna like really inspire. Like
might jog
it's
some
gonna
like
like
memories. I don't know.
it's gonna like jiggle and loosen up some memory. It's gonna like slide some memories maybe loose. It's gonna
Oh my
lube
God.
up some memories and just send them sliding.
Right down your memory hole. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Your
God.
memory hole.
I don't know. Yeah. So send us your listener stories. Check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/DTFU podcast. We got all kinds of fun stuff on there. We just did a commentary episode for February about Pam and Tommy, the
Yes.
Hulu show.
Did you watch
That
the
is
latest
so
episode?
good. Yes.
Oh my god. It was good. It was really good.
Real good.
Yeah.
Good. Oh my God. So we have a lot to say about that. We just got a lot of fun stuff on there. We have a Discord that we just started.
Yep.
That you can join if you don't even have to like. Yeah. It's like a whole. It's whole
its own
separate tier.
Yeah, it's its own tier, and so you could support us with that, and then you could hang out with us in the Discord and be in our like basically our glorified group chat. It's very fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna post some pics of my cat in there. I think.
Oh
soon.
yeah, I was gonna post a selfie.
Cats.
I just like woke up this morning. I'm like, maybe I'll just take a selfie of while I'm still in bed. But then I was like, that's very weird. Just in my Wordle.
Is it?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's
I got the Wordle in 2 minutes.
Wordle in 4. Well, I think I got it in 3 tries today.
Oh, I got mine in 4. I was struggling.
Oh, it's really bad if you do it first thing in the morning because your brain's not fully awake yet.
I know.
But I like that to be a challenge. And I still generally do okay. So it's nice. And it wakes me up.
I try to do it after I've had a few sips of coffee.
Yeah, that's good when all cylinders are firing.
Yeah. I love it, man. What a treat.
Yeah.
Still into it. Yeah, all right. That's a biz. What about anything fucked up for you this week?
Oh my gosh. Well, I do want to give a little shout out to my papa who passed away, which is an actual fucked up thing. It's very sad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's very sad. Thank you. He was my last living grandparent. And he was 91 or 92, I think. I keep getting confused. And he lived a very good life and was a very hardworking man and made sure I had a lot of opportunities and was just really
he's a patriarch.
He was our patriarch. My cousin posted the most beautiful thing. I wanted to share it on Facebook, but it was like not public, you know. And it was like it had pictures of our family and stuff like on holidays. But yeah, we're really gonna miss him and really sad he's gone, and feels really sad for my mom and dealing with some weird things about losing my dad before she lost her dad. Very weird. Role reversal. Yeah. Talk to my therapist about that. But yeah, no, just sad. So wanted to give him a shout out. So that's sad, but you know, sometimes fucked up stuff is really actually fucked up. But also, did you see, this is what I really wanted to talk about. Have you seen that thing about Drake like putting a hot sauce in a condom?
No, God, what?
Okay, I think it's fake, but there's like a news story, and honest to God, I thought this was a thing already like years ago. Like I thought this was a rumor because this is like, I think it's one of those like urban legends, you know what I mean? But no, this is from like a few days ago, I think.
Oh God, I'm scared.
So apparently he like had a fling with a woman, you know, and then went to the bathroom and took his condom off and went back to go to the kitchen or something to make a snack, and then he hears like screaming from the bathroom, and he like runs in, and there's like a woman writhing in pain, and the rumor is that he puts hot sauce in the condoms after he uses them so that people can't, you know, instead of flushing it or whatever, because you're not supposed to do that, But like he puts hot sauce in there, so like if that ever happens, like maybe one, it kills the sperm because it's like spicy. I don't know, and I don't know if that's true. And two, he'll know if someone is trying to like weirdly impregnate themselves. Yeah.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
I know. I think it's just a rumor, but it's very weird. It's like deja vu to me because I feel like I've
never heard this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
I feel like I've heard of celebrities doing this, and I don't think it's ever. He posted an Instagram thing and was like whatever, they're never gonna get me or something. So people are saying that's corroborating the fact that he did this. Like he posted something. It's very vague though. It all just feels like a PR thing. I'm surprised you hadn't heard of it. Yeah, but you know. I don't even know how I heard of it.
He should just flush it down the toilet like every.
Oh, no.
That's kind of a segue for our topic. Listen, I can't top that with anything fucked up I have. So, on that note, we should get into what we're talking about.
Oh my God. Okay, but just don't flush condoms down the toilet.
Don't flush. Don't flush condoms down the toilet.
Yeah.
If you're a celebrity, just sign NDAs like a normal weird celebrity does, and then
or like
have a
get your
stipulation in there. Or
tubes
like
tied or whatever it's called for dudes. The snip.
Get a vasectomy. Yeah.
Then
it can be reversed.
It can be reversed.
That's right.
It can be reversed.
Yeah.
Or free some of your sperm, even like probably.
Yeah, but don't flush. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Empty out the condom in the toilet and then throw it away. I don't fucking know.
Oh God.
But flush something down the toilet. Don't flush the whole condom down the toilet. No. Let me tell you why.
Oh my God.
You guys, have you ever heard?
Trigger warning.
Hold on.
Hold
on. I am very sorry to say this week's episode comes with a trigger warning. Do not listen to food while eating this episode. While listening to this episode.
Do not listen to food while eating this episode. Please, I beg of you.
It is truly haunting.
Do you know you just said that?
Did I just say that? Do not eat this. Do not eat food while listening to this episode. God damn it. I'm tired.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, well, there it is.
I love it.
Well, yeah, this episode will haunt you. It's haunting me already.
I couldn't even.
Because you'll think about it every time you go to the bathroom and every time you look at your garbage disposal in your kitchen. Today, we're talking about Fatbergs, baby.
Oh, my God.
What is a Fatberg, you may ask?
I don't want to know. Done. We're done.
Do you want to know? I'll tell you. It's not a Batman villain or a growth on Joe Rogan's taint.
Oh my God.
A Fatberg is a rock-like mass of waste matter in a sewer system formed by a combination of flushed non-biodegradable solids such as wet wipes and fat, oil, and grease. These are also known as fat, oil, grease deposits.
Everything like fog, Fatberg, all the hard G's, I love. And then you said Joe Rogan, a growth on Joe Rogan's taint. It's like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's so,
I know. It's very
good. Yeah, it's very like, I'm already.
Yeah, I will say this, the word Fatberg and what it is makes me simultaneously nauseous knowing what it is.
Yeah.
And also hungry because it also reminds me of the hamburger chain Fatberger.
Oh my God. You gross.
It's like I have the line from Going Back to Cali by Notorious B.I.G. Like he says something about Fatberger in that song, and so I've just been like bopping around, take her to Fatberger, and I'm like,
wait, is there? I think Ice Cube has a song where I think it was a good day mentions it maybe, or that song that's like oh. Do you know that one?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I think Ice Cube mentions Fatberger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. and got a fat burger or something. Oh my God. Okay. But also it makes me think of I don't want to say it's the best salad, but it's very good. A fucking iceberg wedge. Because it has all that fatty blue cheese like dressing on it. It's like very thick.
Some would say that's not for them.
Oh,
I don't mind a blue cheese, but it's just like if it's just like crumbles on a fucking iceberg lettuce. No, thank you.
Oh no, I want I want like if it's an iceberg wedge salad for me, I want like a nice sour creamy ranch dressing with just a couple blue cheese crumbles. It can't. Okay. It's got to be very light. I'm not a big blue cheese person, but do I love an iceberg with bacon on it and like some creamy dressing? Yeah, but maybe not tonight. Yeah. But maybe not.
No. Not tonight, for sure. Not tonight. So Fatberg, disgusting. Yeah. It's literally like it gets super hard. It's in the sewer and it's made out of fucking wet wipes and fucking fat oil and grease that gets dumped down the drain and flushed down the toilet. So, okay, I guess it is very Joe Rogan-esque. I don't know. That's to be determined.
It's the same thing that makes up Joe Rogan's insides. Yeah. Fucking wet wipes. He probably eats wet wipes. We're gonna see him on like that TLC show where it's like I eat weird things, and he just lives on a diet of wet wipes, which is why his brain's so funky. Honestly, he's the Fatberg of podcasts, and he's gonna take the whole industry down. Just watch.
Maybe, yeah. Well, back to the actual Fatbergs. Okay. So Fatbergs can form in sewers worldwide, especially with the rise in the popularity of the usage of disposable quote unquote flushable cloth wipes.
Yeah.
Or like
they're paper.
They're like, not cloth.
Like they're what? They're like paper towels, like pre-moistened paper towels.
Yeah, they claim that they're like biodegradable and like they break down easily in the sewer, but it's pretty proven that they don't.
Yeah.
And this is known because they cause huge problems. We'll get to all the like major examples of how big they can get in a second, but mostly they form they can form really anywhere, but there have been like the biggest ones have formed in Great Britain because especially in the 2010s when flushable wipes started getting really popular.
Yeah.
It's because they have Victorian era sewage systems. And
oh my God, our poops were tiny then.
Well, we just didn't have the amount of people. We didn't have wet wipes.
Yeah.
I bet the poops were just as big.
You think they were the same?
Bigger. Yeah, I feel like everybody had just like random food poisoning all the time.
Oh, yeah, but then it's like more wet. You know what I mean? Like it's flushes easier maybe. I don't know. I don't know what we've done an episode on toilets, but it's in one ear and out the other. I don't remember exactly what Victorian toilets were like, but
well, and also they're old now.
They're old now.
Their sewage system is built on and utilizes sewage technology from the Victorian era. And that's, it's just like the New York subway system. It's like that shit's over 100 years old.
It breaks down.
The Victorian era sewage system is like almost 200 years old. Like it's gnarly.
Yeah,
so
it's gnarly.
And Fatbergs are very expensive to remove. Like they have to have like whole crews of teams of people go down and specialists and like special equipment go down to remove these things.
They just chip away at it like an ice sculpture or something.
Oh, it's so crazy what they have to do. It's disgusting.
Oh my God.
They it's like they're miners going down into the sewer, like for real.
Oh
like,
my God. Fucked. But they're like artists. They're like, there should be Fatberg sculpting competitions. I feel like that would get people maybe more interested.
Listen, you go ahead and you talk to the fucking whatever the the Department of Public Works.
and maybe the Department of Art or whatever. It's like the Art Council, you know.
Yeah,
it's like, let's bring these people together, starving artists.
Yeah.
Send them down there.
There's plenty of material.
There's plenty of material, honestly. Like the inspiration, I feel like.
I mean,
we might find the next fucking Michelangelo chipping a naked dude's body out of a Fatberg.
Dude, we could, you know how like ear wax videos are popular, like how people like scoop tons of earwax out. If we could just do this on a large scale, and it'd be very satisfying for people who like, and we just like live stream it. People be into it.
Oh my God.
And then, you know,
people are into this. We could talk more about that later, but like, there's been like live streams and shit because people are kind of obsessed with this in a few places.
Yeah. So, they're expensive to remove, and it's also given rise to public awareness campaigns about flushable waste. Like, I think, like, in London, they've spent like millions of dollars on ad campaigns, like in the tube system and like all over the city, just like PSA being like, do not flush your wet wipes, please.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking shit that happens. So, and so what happens is there's like rough surfaces in the sewers, especially in you know, old sewage systems, where like the fluid flowing through the drainage just gets really turbulent. Like I'm picturing scenes from like Ratatouille, you know, where all the water, it's just like a fucking rapid, you know, like, and he gets washed into Paris, you know, from the countryside. And it's like the pipes and the tubes that have smoother inner linings like are able to like pass all this stuff, but it's like where there's like rougher areas inside the sewage draining system is where it kind of slows down, stuff gets caught, and then it just creates this like backup basically,
like fucking stage 5 clingers. It's like people's it's like everything that you flush becomes a dingleberry. You know what I mean? It's like, and it just like hangs on, and then it just builds on top of that.
Well, and I mean, think about too, like there is actual like debris that gets in the sewage systems, like branches and shit, like after storms, and they like the people who clean out the sewage systems, like they have to do this regularly. Yeah. But it's when they go out to like clear, you know, blockage after a storm or something that they find these huge Fatbergs. Right. And they're like, oh dear, we have a bigger problem here. This is everything is trapped for this reason and this reason alone. It's not just a fucking tree branch. It is a massive fucking blockage. Oh my God. And this happens all over the globe. Yeah. And it happens in huge, you know, metropolitan cities, and then it also happens in small towns too. And I will say though, I was telling Nicole this, we were laughing about it. It happens more frequently in like London than it does in like Phoenix, Arizona, where their like sewage system is smooth and new and not smooth from the Victorian era.
Yeah, all the tubes are smooth and wider probably because they're like, these are Phoenix turds. We got to make sure there's room. We don't need to be. Well, if we could you know what? See a Fatberg, say a Fatberg. If we can take preventative measures now, we could avoid having to sculpt it.
Have the great Phoenix Fatberg.
The landlocked Phoenix Fatberg. I hate it. Oh my God. This always reminds me, I know we've talked about this, but how my uncle once told me a story about Las Vegas, how he was like, yeah, they got to flush. The new hotels know that they're ready to open and that their plumbing works when they can flush a whole cheeseburger down it.
No, shut the fuck up.
I don't think it's true. But he told me that, and I was like, I remember where I was when he told me this.
That's
I was
the
like,
stress test.
It is. He's like, yeah, some of them even go twofer, like 2 at a time, 2 cheeseburgers down the toilet, and they gotta go. Like there can't be a skid. Like everything has to be fully gone, sucked down into the.
Listen, man, some fucking shit goes down in Vegas hotel bathrooms. You gotta be ready. So I fully believe that. I fully
I don't
believe
know
that.
if it's true. We should fact check it because I've always been super curious.
They have to stress test it somehow.
I should ask him if he remembers telling me that, because I know exactly where I was.
I need to, you got to follow up on this.
Okay.
And report back.
Okay.
This is very important. Yeah, that's your homework.
Okay. I'll do it.
So yeah, Fatbergs are not just the result of fats that have congealed through cooling, though, because what happens is the lipids in Fatbergs go like they solidify. It's called saponification.
Like when you leave like bacon fat out or something on the counter and it gets hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It congeals and it turns into a solid, semi-solid, whatever.
Mm.
But so it's not just that. It needs 4 components: calcium, free fatty acids, fog, the fat, oil, and grease, and water.
Oh.
So all those components together, like, comprise a Fatberg.
Yeah.
And also there could be other things. It's not just wet wipes that are a culprit of creating this like monster basically in the sewer.
Yeah.
Fatbergs contain other items that do not break apart or dissolve when flushed down the toilet, such as sanitary napkins, condoms, like Q-tips, needles, and different types of food waste washed down kitchen sinks. So, like, I put a lot of stuff in the garbage disposal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a really American thing to do that too.
Yeah.
But now I'm like I'm going to be, I think, much more conscientious about that. Well, we compost too, so we don't do it that much anymore, but like,
well,
just got to be more mindful, I think.
Yeah, that you're not putting too much stuff down there, especially like oils and stuff. We had like gross buildup in our kitchen sink, like, and our garbage disposal wasn't working. And it had been like not very good. And I was like, maybe we just don't have a good garbage disposal. But anyway, we had to call a plumber. This was like in like the height of the pandemic. And it was like so weird having someone here,
Oh, yeah.
And the guy like looked and showed me. It was so nasty. But the thing was, it was from like years and years and years of buildup. Like it wasn't our fault. And he's like, no, you have a really good garbage disposal. It's just,
that's why you've been able to utilize your sink the way you have for like the past few years.
But he basically had to like scrape all this like thick like goop out of it was so gross. He was like, look, and I was like, oh, and it
no
stunk.
Thank you.
It was just like, why are you showing like, oh, I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah,
Pete,
I will be in the other room, sir.
I'm like, Pete, can you go take care of that? Like the guy's talking to me way too much. He was very nice, but it was just like I don't.
He was excited about his job. He was helping you out.
Yeah. And also it was like the height of the
and educating you.
Well, and it was like at the height of the pandemic where like you weren't really talking to anyone. Like, so it was like.
Yeah. And everybody was just so awkward and didn't know how to like interact anymore. Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, do you want to see something cool? And I'm like, okay. And then it's like, look at this nasty stuff. And I was like, no.
You're like, it's too much. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, so what happens is like, okay, so like the oil and all this stuff like congeals to and clings to the non-biodegradable stuff, and it just kind of like creates this big fucking congealed mass that can be as strong as concrete, and it requires specialist equipment to remove it.
Oh my God.
So,
like dry concrete.
It doesn't dry. It's not dry.
Oh,
it's like gloopy, but it's as strong as concrete. Like it creates like a mass as dense and like thick as concrete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
In the United States, almost half of all sewer blockages are caused by grease.
Whoa.
Combined with the usage of butt wipes, basically, that end up in the sewer system. So
that makes sense.
Let this be a PSA to you, and maybe you're like, oh yeah, whatever. I'll pour grease down the drain every now and then. It's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, you can cause a fucking huge backup for not just yourself, but for like your neighborhood or your city if you keep contributing to this. I like, my mom always taught me not to pour grease down the drain, and it's always such a fucking pain in the ass. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. And you like get like a little container, like,
like
you
a
know,
soda
empty
can.
milk carton or something, or soda can to like pour it into. And it's just like, oh, okay. And you end up pouring it in the sink anyway, and some gets down the drain every now and then. But like, I don't know. Now I'm going to be extra careful. Like, I've always known that's like what could happen.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was just like it would contribute to such a horrible monster of a problem.
Could you imagine if like you got a very, like, it's like Saturday morning early and you get like a knock on the door and you go to open it and someone's like, excuse me, are you Erin Saul? And you're like, yes. And they're like, our crew's down the street deconstructing a Fatberg.
Yeah, we have our Fatberg
We've done some
forensics here.
Fatberg forensics. Yeah, we have a detective on the case, and he's working very closely with Fatberg forensics.
We've traced this clog back to your house.
I'd be mortified.
I mean, honestly, I know.
Oh my God. We've done some DNA analysis. It turns out we found one of your pubes in the epicenter of the Fatberg.
No, not just one, many.
I mean, well, of course on the outside layer, but to be sure, we drilled a hole all the way into the center of the Fatberg to see what we could find.
That's what they do. They like carbon date the Fatberg, and it's like they can tell down to the fucking like day that you moved in.
You're like, no, I'm sure this Fatberg predates my home and my living here. Nope. Actually, hey, Gary, can you bring that report over here? We've taken a
this is Gary from this is Gary from Fatberg Forensics. He's gonna break this down for you and explain exactly how we trace this clog back to your home.
And he's just eating the grossest burger from Fatberger because he's like used to it. Like he doesn't
super on brand.
Yeah. Like it doesn't bother him. Like he's still eating. Like it does. This is like his job. He is not sensitive to it.
He's like, yeah, no, what we got here is, see this layer of grease? This comes from your house, and I know that because nobody else in this neighborhood uses Crisco, but you do. You definitely do. That's your brand of choice, I can tell.
Fatberg Forensics wasn't the #1 Fatberg forensics company for no reason last year.
Yeah, we know what we're doing here, okay? Oh my God, yes. So it's disgusting. Now, you might be thinking, oh my God, like how big can a clog like actually be? Let me tell you something.
Leaning Tower of Pisa big?
Bitch, strap in. Let me tell you how big these fucking Fatbergs are. Absolutely massive and wild.
Oh
okay.
My God. Ever heard of the moon? Maybe they're that big.
Bitch, get ready. Buckle up. We're going to start in 2013.
Okay.
In August of 2013, a Fatberg, roughly the size of a bus, that weighed 15 tons, I guess, in British tons, and then 17 tons in American tons, because we're not in the metric system. Okay. Consisting of food fat and wet wipes, was discovered in drains under London Road in Kingston, in London. And yeah, that is insane.
A bus?
The size of a fucking bus.
Like, driver, move that Fatberg.
I mean, it's
Oh my
just
God.
absolutely disgusting. And then in 2014, September, a solid mass of waste fat, wet wipes, food, tennis balls. See, this is how they trace back
This one's from the country club.
Yeah, this one's from the country club. And wood planks the size of a Boeing 747 airplane was discovered and cleared by sanitation workers in a drain beneath an 80-meter, 260 foot section of road in Shepherd's Bush, London.
Oh my God. It's the size of one in terms of weight, right? Like it's not the shape of a Boeing 747.
No, the size.
Yeah. Like the mass.
The length.
The length. Whoa, holy shit.
Yeah, it was the length of a fucking 747.
Oh my God.
And that's the thing. Like these Fatbergs can, they just pile up and pile up and pile up, and they like build on top of each other, and it runs the length of, a fucking sewage drain pipe.
We should move polar bears onto these because their icebergs are melting while the Fatbergs are growing.
Oh,
you know what I'm like? With the polar bears need somewhere to go.
I feel like that's the last place they'd want to go.
Yeah.
And then let's see, April of 2015, a 40-meter long or 130-foot Fatberg was removed from the sewers under Chelsea. It took over 2 months to remove, and the damage that it caused cost an estimated £400,000 to repair.
Oh my God,
that's crazy.
That is, yeah.
So like $500,000 just to get a fucking bunch of your goddamn bacon grease and condoms out of the fucking sewer. July 2015, a 120-meter long, 390-foot Fatberg was discovered in Welsh Pool in mid-Wales. In 2016, January of 2016, a blockage caused by a Fatberg near Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia, damaged the Elibana sewage pumping station, and that Fatberg weighed about a ton, and it took 4 hours to remove by fucking crane.
Oh my God.
Instead of a hot tub, which is what I always think cranes should be used for, they had to take out a fucking
hot tubs and only hot tubs from now moving forward. No more Fatbergs.
Like
sorry.
Construction sites, sure, but fucking
a hot tub.
Oh my God, it's so gross.
Or a waterbed.
Or a waterbed. Yeah, something fun.
Something fun.
We don't
and like sassy fun. And like maybe for swingers.
Yeah, like maybe a piece, like an art installation, like a huge sculpture or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Like from Beetlejuice.
Oh my God.
September 2017. Okay, this one's crazy. A 250-meter long, that's 820 feet, Fatberg weighing over 130 tons or 140 American tons, short tons, I guess, was found under Whitechapel, London.
800 feet is so long. Like that is okay. Like I remember driving around and like reading signs on the side of the road when I was a kid, and it was like school bus stop 400 feet ahead. Yeah. It's like, where is it? And then you see where it is and you're like, whoa, that was a lot of feet. Like that's far. That 800 feet?
Yeah, 800 goddamn feet.
That's like a city block or something.
True. Yeah, no, it is.
Oh my God.
A full long city block.
Oh my God.
Even working 7 days a week at a cost of £1 million per month, officials estimated it would take 2 months to destroy it. 2 pieces of this particular Fatberg were cut off on October 4th, 2017, and after several weeks of drying, were displayed at the Museum of London from February 9th, 2018 through June 2018 as part of the museum's City Now City Future season. According to the curator, Vicky Sparks, the Fatberg became one of the museum's most popular exhibits.
I hope every dollar that was paid to go see this Fatberg was used to dismantle other Fatbergs. Like your name, if you're going to look at this, I feel like, and you live nearby, like your name should go in a hat, and then you might be called upon like the Fatberg games or something, and you have to go dismantle it with several other random strangers. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like the fucking companies that are making wet wipes should be paying for
They should. You're right. Because also they're saying it's safe to flush, and clearly it's not safe to flush.
Oh, I'll give you a little tidbit on that later. September of 2017, again, another Fatberg of congealed fat, wet wipes, and waste was discovered under the streets of Baltimore, Maryland, and that caused. So finally, America gets in on the jam,
and that's an old city. I would imagine the plumbing's old. You know,
yeah,
it's been here a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty old. That caused a spillage of 1.2 million gallons, which is like 4.5 million liters of sewage into Jones Falls.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
no.
Rough.
So they didn't find it in time. It caused a real backup.
I imagine too, like September, that's when there's like pretty bad thunderstorms. Like I bet there was like some sort of like rainstorm and it flooded maybe. That's my best guess. Yeah. Then April 2018, a Fatberg discovered under South Bank in London is suspected to be larger than the one found under Whitechapel. That was the one that was massive.
Oh my God.
Where they put part of it on display in the museum. It's so gross to think about this. And then another one, September 2018, in Macomb County, Michigan, discovered a Fatberg 100 feet long, 11 feet wide, and as much as 6 feet tall. And the Michigan Science Center launched a Fatberg exhibit in December of 2018, which again included pieces from this Fatberg that they found in September.
It's just like a giant spitwad looking thing.
Yeah. That's like, very...
You don't need to go see it.
But it also probably smells really bad, and that's why there's like an extensive drying process.
Yeah, I was going to say, once it's dried out, it probably doesn't smell anymore because all the bacteria dies at some point. But... Oh, God. Ugh. I just don't know that I want... Like, I am curious about it, but also we've seen pictures when we were looking this up.
I don't need to see this in person.
I don't need to see this in person. I don't... Also, when I tell you, it looks like a big clump of wet wipes, but, like, grosser colors and, like, people's shit and, like, condoms are in it.
That's what it is.
You don't need to see that. You really don't.
And then more recently, February 2019, the largest Fatberg in the UK was discovered in a sewer in Birch Hall Street in Liverpool. It weighed 400 tons, was 250 meters or 820 feet long, and it's as of July 2019 was still being like that. It was discovered in February, and then in July, as of July, it was still being removed from the sewer. As it was proving to be difficult to break down using conventional tools and equipment.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's fucking gnarly, okay?
That's it was like
another one in England.
Strong. It was like a super Fatberg. It had it gained the power of like all the Fatbergs. So conventional tools didn't work against it anymore. It mutated.
If I was to make a sci-fi movie, this is what I would make it. It would be like a Godzilla-esque, like if
I was just saying
it would like radioactivity and then like creating a sentient fucking Fatberg.
And then they all are like it's all like Jabba the Hutt type, like they're just like like have a big like floppy Muppet mouth type thing.
They're like chud 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 chud.
I'm really hungry. Do you have any more of the flushable wipes?
Give me the flushable wipes.
I want a tasty treat. Can somebody flush a condom down here? But can you hot sauce it first?
Can you put some hot sauce in it?
Tabasco or Frankfurt hot?
damn it.
What the fuck was that?
And that is our impression of a Fatberg, a sentient Fatberg.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm fucking crying. There was another huge one in Australia in April of 2020, 42 tons, the size of a petrol or gas tanker, whatever.
Oh my God.
That was in Melbourne, Australia. And it was just like, everybody was like, why is this one so much bigger than all the other ones we've had? Like, because there was one in 2014 and one in 2016 that were pretty big, but this one like just totally outstriped them all with its size and weight.
Oh my
and
God.
It was the reason, I guess, like that people gave was because there was a shortage of toilet paper. Obviously, that was happening in the beginning of the pandemic, and I'm like, what the fuck? Were people just like wiping with whatever and flushing it down the toilet? Like what the fuck?
Like a paper towel or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm wondering if because of like, or like baby wipes or whatever, like instead.
Oh.
So
Oh,
so
no.
that's what that Fatberg was blamed on. I thought that was really funny.
Oh my God. They blamed it on
yeah.
that. They're like, well, we didn't have toilet paper. I was like, was the poop just like stress poops or something? It was like very hard or something. And like, that's what caused it.
I'm telling you, poop is like the last thing like that you worry about. I mean, that's like gets caught up, but it's it's more the grease and the wet wipes.
Yeah. Well, maybe people's diets changed, more junk food and stuff. Maybe people were frying more bacon because they were like, who gives a shit? We're all gonna die.
True. Yeah, everybody was really nihilistic about the thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like these are my favorite Fatbergs. The Fatbergs from that's not good.
The Fatbergs.
No, that's not an Australian.
Where are you trying to say?
Australian.
I was like, you sound like you're from the, from the north and in London.
No, I was trying to say Down Under.
The UK.
The Fatbergs from Down Under.
These are the Fatbergs from Down Under.
That's it. In my head, it sounds so good, and then I went to say it, and it was like,
these are the Fatbergs.
I'll just stick to.
Well, speaking of Down Under, not Australia, but New Zealand had a really big one, which I feel like New Zealand could do no wrong. So this is like really surprising to me that they had a Fatberg. But it was in June of 2020. It was 2 years after they had a really big one in Gisborne. In New Zealand. They had another one in the same place, and it was due to overflow of the wastewater system. And they also attributed that to COVID-19, to the pandemic, saying that they had, quote, significant problems with pump stations blocking because more people were at home and their behavior had changed. Everybody's just shitting more and eating more bacon, I guess.
Where were they? How has their behavior changed? Were they not pooping in toilets before? It's like
maybe they were just like more distributed, across the city or different precincts or something.
Okay, but New Zealand and Australia are both full island Fatbergs. Like these are like whole, like this is the whole country's Fatberg too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
everybody has a hand in it, it feels like.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's like very like collective and
It's a national Fatberg. It's like if this was the Olympics of Fatbergs.
This Fatberg's your Fatberg. This Fatberg's my Fatberg.
Gross.
From California.
From Australia to the other side of Australia. It's like
this Fatberg was made by you and me.
It truly is like something for the nation to be proud of, I think.
I mean, yeah.
Everyone
and then a couple more happened in 2020 and 2021 in England, of course.
Yes, they were also disgusting.
Yeah, and there's the one that was literally like the quote that was like put in the account of one of them from England in February of 2021 a quote huge and disgusting Fatberg.
Oh my god!
And this is the description of it, described as having the same weight as a bungalow, like a fucking house,
or like
what?
The Bungalow in Santa Monica, that like very trendy bar at the Fairmont.
I mean,
I don't get it.
Oh my god. So yeah, there's so many, and we actually just had one in Long Beach, I think, that caused a sewage spill into the ocean.
Oh my god, I didn't know a Fatberg caused that.
Yeah, that's why
I posted that article.
You posted that article in our Slack, and then I read, and then I saw that it was caused by a Fatberg, and that's how I got the idea to do this episode.
Okay, yeah. And I was there when it all happened in real time, but I didn't remember that. Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's so gross. People truly are like. I was reading. There's like a New York Times article that was like very funny about Fatbergs. Weirdly funny for New York Times. You know what I mean? Like I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? I was like, what is this? And then I was like, oh, it is New York Times. So weird. They were talking about how like people have gotten so into these, and some of these towns that you were talking, like gave examples of in England, like in the countryside. It's like the big to do. It's like a social event, and people were creating Facebook live streams to like show the Fatberg. They're like, we found it. We're gonna go in today. Everybody join the Facebook Live at noon, and we're gonna.
We found the Fatberg. We're gonna. Oh, that's like very Irish. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
It was like maybe Scottish.
That was Scottish. Yeah. That was Scottish. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Vaguely Scottish.
Yeah, just or not even that. Who knows? It was terrible. Whatever it was.
We found a Fatberg. We're going to live stream it, if you don't mind, right before the Queen's coronation.
The Queen's Royal Jubilee. I've never seen a Fatberg this big before. It's quite large.
God save the Fatberg.
I feel so bad though for these towns and cities. Like,
yeah,
man, I mean, I feel bad for all of us, but also it's our problem.
I feel bad for, yeah.
It's literally it is a physical manifestation of our grossness, of how humanity is a plague on this planet.
Truly. It's like this is what I'm saying. It's like, that's why it's so gross. Like the polar ice caps are melting, but we're making fucking doo-doo icebergs in the sewers.
Like, okay, listen, I recycle. I try to be environmentally conscious. I try to, I do all the things that I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I would argue this is much more important to stop using wet wipes and to make sure you do not pour any more grease down your drain. More important than like being religious about recycling.
It's all important. Maybe. Just do it all. Like
these
are just all things we should be doing.
Yes, and even though like the world's pollution and like all of our shit is just a drop in the bucket, compared to the like 7 massive corporations that are contributing to like 80% of the pollution in the world.
Yeah.
Still, I out of principle and like my core values, I will continue to, fucking sort my goddamn plastic and aluminum and shit. Yeah. So
I could do a better job. I'm going to do a better job. I am okay at everything, but it's like, this is the thing. We all just get kind of like, this one can go in the garbage or whatever. And it's
because we don't see like real-time effects. A real-time effect is something like a Fatberg, and it's gross, and it causes like fucking huge problems for cities.
Yeah.
And it costs money, and it's because, and you might not think it's an environmental issue like on its surface, but it is, because companies like, I don't know, like whoever makes all the wet wipes,
like
I don't know.
Cottonelle. Yeah, I'm going to call you out.
Johnson. Yeah. They they continue to make these products and market them as sewage safe, septic safe, whatever, biodegradable, when they don't actually break down the way that they're supposed to.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have, like, campaigns have been launched against wet wipes because of how badly they affect the sewage system. There's one campaign called Surfers Against Sewage and the Marine Conservation Society. And then there's like tons of other environmental groups who like go to the UK, like especially in the UK, go to the UK Advertising Standards Authority to make these companies end the misleading branding and packaging
hold them
that
accountable.
they put out.
Yeah.
Hold them accountable. Or like there should be if cities started suing these companies for the damages that are incurred, like there is physical evidence that this is the reason why. Like,
honestly, they should stop all further production of any new Cottonelle wet wipes. Go in, get the Fatbergs, figure out a way to recycle those back into wet wipes.
And, I will say, like, anything.
Anything.
Make something out of it. Anything,
Make concrete out of it. Sounds possible.
I bet we can make some sort of building material out of it. It would probably be toxic, but,
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's...
I don't know. Something needs to be done.
We can't shoot it into space. I feel like that's the next thing. It's like, we'll like chip these apart and then we'll just send chunks into space. And then we're living in like Idiocracy or whatever that movie is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're already living in it, honestly. That movie was a documentary, not a fucking satire. Yeah, man, I don't know. I definitely am guilty of like, literally I own wet wipes right now. And I the only reason I have them, I buy a bidet, please. This is our like plea to get everybody out there to buy a bidet. Oh my God, the only reason I have wet wipes in my house is because I have a toddler who I need to like wipe his butt and like keep his,
But you can throw them away.
I could throw them away. Yeah. Exactly.
I
don't need to flush them down the toilet anymore. No. I ain't putting that shit in the sink.
Please.
Can you imagine?
Don't put a shitty Cottonelle wet wipe in the sink. Yeah. The Tushy is the one like on Amazon, the bidet toilet seat. It's so easy to install. It's like $70, which is expensive. That's a big purchase.
There's ones that are on Amazon for like $25.
Oh, well, get a good one that you're going to use, I would say. And the Tushy, I mean, I don't know the other brands, and maybe they're fine, but, read the reviews. The Tushy, it doesn't perfectly line up with my situation, but I just, like, kind of move forward or whatever. Sometimes I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And you make it happen, and, like, we love it. We got my mom one last year. Like,
it's great.
As a present.
It's a really great present.
Yeah, well, she had thumb surgery, so she was not going to be able to wipe anyway. And I was like, I got an idea. But yeah,
just blot yourself after.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But this is our PSA.
Yeah.
Just stop buying wet wipes.
Yeah.
Buy a bidet that you could just install into your toilet.
So easy.
It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Yeah.
Dude, you can even buy those like Perry wash bottles that you get.
Yes.
Like that you have, like if you've had surgery or
other cultures use those.
Or like after having a baby,
yeah.
You can get them they're totally easy to use.
It's just a squeeze bottle with like a
squeeze bottle
spigot or whatever.
Bitch, I'm telling you, you can even use a fucking ketchup bottle, like one of those squeeze bottles,
Rinse
a condiment bottle, yeah.
Rinse it out. Maybe buy a new one.
Well, no, I mean like the that didn't have ketchup in it before, but like the the plain ones that you buy for like on Amazon that are.
You don't want to use one of those Heinz upside down bottles with the pressure valve. Like that's. I feel like
with the sphincter.
Yeah, it has a sphincter. It always comes out in a splatter rather than like a stream. You need a stream. But a lot of other countries are so much more, and I feel like we talked about this in the toilet episode, are so much more advanced and like
think that we're disgusting for not.
And we are disgusting.
Yeah.
And we are so backwards because we've been brainwashed to think like, oh, you don't use toilet paper. Oh, you don't. It's like, you think toilet paper cleans your asshole?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do both, but
Yeah. I do. Well, I use the toilet paper to dry, but.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do it before and after. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like the debate.
Oh, interesting.
I would say
you wipe with toilet paper, then you give it a squirt, then you wipe with toilet paper. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, it helps cut down on poop shards for sure.
I know, because we've talked about this before offline.
It's
when it sends a poop shard to the front of the bowl, and you're like, "Whoa, where'd that come from?"
I don't remember eating that. Anyway, well, oh gosh, this is so disgusting.
I know.
And I am just going to be a little bit more mindful when I'm in the kitchen and in the bathroom.
Oh my God. I love it as a concept, as a word, but I don't like to look at it or think about it. Like if it was just a cartoon or like a character like we made, I like it. But if it's the actual thing and I'm looking at pictures of it or video, I don't like it. It's gross. No. But, that's the thing. It's like aversion therapy or whatever. It's like we should be exposed to that stuff way more often so that we, like, talk about it. And
yeah.
And it is gross. But, like, also, if we don't talk about it or find solutions or encourage everyone to change their habits, it's not going to go away, and it's going to get to be a bigger and bigger problem. And then all of a sudden we're going to be like in shit floods because everything's overflowing all the time, and that's gross.
Yeah.
You're lucky you live on a hill.
Yeah, that's true. But shit does roll downhill. Sorry.
I live downhill, yeah. So
yeah. Well, I mean, if anything, I hope this helps you be a little bit more aware and, just don't flush weird shit down the toilet. God damn it.
Yeah. Do not. Oh my God. We didn't say like someone found dentures in one time. That was gross.
Ew.
And people flush weird shit down the toilet. I don't know.
Blech.
Oh, well, what else? That's it?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Follow us on social media. It's at DTFU podcast. Everywhere.
Go to our website. It's dtfupodcast.com.
Ooh. From there, check out our Patreon.
Yeah.
Also, again, we said it at the top. Maybe it inspired you. Now that we're at the end and we thought maybe it would. Did you ever clog a toilet?
Yeah. What's your worst toilet clogging experience? We want to know. Maybe you didn't do it. Maybe you were at a party and somebody did it.
Oh my! I would love to hear that story.
Oh my God!
Right. Well, yeah, we want those stories.
That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send those our way, and we'll read them on air for our 5-year anniversary.
Yeah. If you want to email them, dtfupodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. We also have a submission form on our website, dtfupodcast.com. It's the contact form. Yeah. And yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Love y'all. Stay excellent to yourselves
and each other.
Bye.
Bye.